It's time to wake up, Warriors.
There's an exciting new space opening here at the high school. Stay tuned as we bring you live coverage from this brand new room coming up at the top of the show.
The boys swimming and diving team had a victorious win last night. Stay tuned to see which rival fell to the Water Warriors.
All this and more on today's edition of Wake Up Warriors.
Live from Penn Trafford High School. This is Wake Up Warriors. Wake Up Warriors starts now.
Rise and shine, Penn Trafford, and welcome to another exciting edition of Wake Up Warriors that will kickstart your morning. Today is Friday, January 26th. I'm Sophia.
And I'm Morgan.
Our top story today takes us to a new room opening here in the high school. Ella Malloy is standing by with Mr. Carlisle with all the details. Good morning, Ella, and what can you tell us about this new area?
Good morning, Sophia. I'm here with Mr. Carlisle in the streaming room. Mr. Carlisle, what can you tell us about this room?
So Mr. Buzikowski and I are constantly working on creating the streaming room for esports as well, and students can use this as well for projects. Esports is more than just playing video games. A really big part of it, if you're continuing with esports in college, is broadcasting and streaming and creating content. So we needed a space for that, and we were able to get a grant approved this year, and we now have a dedicated streaming room with a green screen complete behind us, and we're just trying to prepare students. And if we want to be, continue to be the powerhouse of esports, then that's what we have to do.
And when is the streaming room going to be open for students?
It should be open in about 2 more weeks. We're waiting for a few more things to come in to complete the setup, but we'll let everyone know, and we're super excited to get you guys involved.
Thanks, Mr. Carlisle.
What an interesting story. So Ella, where did they get the funding for this room, and how is it going to help PT students other than just streaming esports games?
Well, to get a deeper grasp on this story, reporter Connor Alexander dove into the details that went into making this room.
What was once a virtually unused room in the back of the Media Center has now been transformed into a studio ready to enrich the education of Penn Trafford students. Esports teacher Mr. Carlisle and head of Media Center Mr. Buzikowski are streamlining how students can get involved with streaming.
So new at Penn Trafford, we have this lovely streaming room, the streaming cave for the Warrior Esports program, and along with anything else in the school that wants to use it. Mr. Buzikowski and I have been working really hard on getting everything prepared. And the goal behind this, a big part of esports and any kind of audio-visual college program, is learning how to stream and learning how to create content. And I really wanted to bring that to Penn Trafford.
So the room has been repurposed into a full-fledged streaming room. It's a pretty cool innovation that I don't think a lot of high schools have in the area. And Mr. Carlisle and I have worked pretty hard on kind of making this a good example for what programs can do in a high school setting as well as push it into college.
When you come in here and you put on a headset, you're going to know that this is the utmost professional equipment that you can possibly have. And we now have the capability of streaming, creating, running content. There's green screens behind us, and we just want to prepare students for whatever may come their way.
We have the capabilities of taking the esports tournaments happening in the esports room at the high school and kind of having this as the control room to stream to Twitch and other streaming sites.
And of course, also non-esport or just regular classroom students will eventually be able to use this for class projects if they want to create podcasts or vodcasts and just content, and it'll just be the perfect room for it. When I got hired, this room was called the One Touch Studio, but it was anything but One Touch, and it was pretty hard to use. We're going to streamline it so it's very simple to use and it's very fun to use as well.
We want to thank Dr. Harris and the entire Education Foundation for fulfilling our grant. It was really, really helpful to get this room off the ground, and the gaming PC that we were able to get is definitely going to help in any of the streaming events that we're going to host here, as well as Mr. Aquilio, Dr. Cap, and Dr. Horvat for allowing us to take over the room and kind of do what we want to do in here.
No, stop by whenever you get a chance to come check it out. Again, we're still finishing up, but this is for you at Penn Trafford and just to help make you a better student, a better person when you leave here.
Penn Trafford is ecstatic to see how students will benefit from this room. Reporting for PTTV, this has been Connor Alexander.
Congratulations to the mock trial team for their win against Norwin. This match was the first of the season, and Penn Trafford's performance was clearly well-practiced and very convincing. Reporter Maddie Longo was sent to the trial to speak to members of the mock trial team as well as the judge.
What just happened here in this loud courtroom post-jury trial was the Westmoreland County High School mock trial program. And the two teams competing this evening were Penn Trafford and Norwin. And it was a mock trial regarding a murder case. And Penn Trafford was the prosecution, and Norwin was the defense. And after a vigorous jury trial with openings, witness statements, cross-examinations, and closings, the jury of Westmoreland County attorneys deliberated and ruled in favor of the prosecution.
So my role in mock trial is as an attorney. I personally give the opening statement, I direct a witness, and I cross a witness. So what that means is I give a speech at the very beginning of the trial, and because I'm on prosecution, I go very first out of every single person. And then my direct witness is on my own side, prosecution witness. So we have scripted questions and answers. And on my cross-examination, I have questions that I ask, but I have no idea what the witness is going to respond with. And I have to be ready to handle anything, including impeaching them if they lie on the stand.
I'm one of the captains of the mock trial team. This year in mock trial, I'm portraying the role of an attorney member. I'm doing a direct examination, a cross-examination, as well as a closing argument. In tonight's match, we won, and this was the first match of our season. So I'm just really looking forward to us growing and developing as the season continues, and I can't wait to see how our next match goes.
Within every musical, it's very important for the main choreographer to have dance captains. Their main role is to teach the actors the choreography for each dance number. For this year's musical, Bye Bye Birdie, the Penn Trafford Drama Guild implemented 2 dance captains for the very first time. We spoke to both of them for the newest inside scoop on this year's show.
So as dance captains, we're responsible for learning all of the dance numbers in the show so that we can help the other performers learn and improve on their dancing.
We learn it with the people who are in the scene. And then obviously we practice it outside of then. If someone has a question that's not on stage right now, then we can go back and help them refine things with other dances that we're not learning at that point.
It's been a lot of fun so far working on all the dances with everybody.
And sometimes Ms. Fridger lets us give input on what she does with dances, and so that also has a huge responsibility, but it's fun.
For the past few days, a few chorus kids headed off to Cannon Mac to perform their district choir music and try to advance to region choir. Congratulations to the following students for making it past districts and advancing to region choir: Amanda Bobish, Ruby Wright, Patrick Boyle, Jacob Dietz, and Ethan Coles.
Today is Club Picture Day, PT. Make sure to check the schedule that was emailed to you by Mrs. Thornton to find out when your club is taking its photo. Please arrive on time as there will be no makeup photos. If you miss your allocated slot, remember students are responsible for any work they miss during their class. Please make sure to only come to clubs you are a member of. PTTV wants to wish the robotics team good luck as they travel to Keystone Oaks to compete in the Western PA State Qualifier Tournament. Good luck and go Warriors! It's time to bring you the latest update in the world of PT sports. Let's get right into the sports rundown. Paul, what do you have for us today?
Well, thanks, Morgan. Last night in sports, the boys swimming and diving team had a triumphant victory over section rival Norwin. The intense and close meet started with the Water Warriors being nearly tied for the first half, but as the meet started to come to the end, they were able to pull through with a score of 94-76. Unfortunately, though, the girls swimming and diving team fell in a hard-fought match 90-80. However, the noteworthy detail of the night is that Patton Graziano was able to crush Norwin's pool record with an astounding 51-73. Reporter Connor Alexander met up with senior Jake Alfieri after the match.
It was a great meet against Norwin tonight. We had a lot of time drops. We fought well. Boys won, the girls fell, but it was a hard-fought battle. Pat Graziano beat the pool record, completely demolished it actually. Lots of good time drops, lots of good swims, really eventful relays. Everybody did what they needed to do. Looking forward to counties on Saturday. We've been working really hard this season and we're looking forward to it. Go Warriors!
And as Alfieri mentioned, the Water Warriors will be traveling to Derry Area School District for the Westmoreland County Coaches Association meet. Divers Sam Wolf and Caroline Davis will dive tonight, and the swimmers start their county meet tomorrow morning. Stay tuned for updates from PTTV. Last night, the girls basketball team had their senior night here at PT. The girls defeated Thomas Jefferson 65-39. The top scorers for the game were Lauren Martin with 20 points, Ellie Visco with 14 points, including 4 threes, and Olivia Peppa with 12 points. Great job to our girls basketball team. In their last match, the bocce team won one match, which caused both teams to play a golden frame round. Garrett Myers and Caitlin Moy both scored in the golden frame, which gave PT the win. Congrats to the team. Their next game is today at Mount Pleasant at 3:30. Tonight in sports, the swimming and diving team will have their annual WCCA Counties meet tonight at 5. The divers will compete. And tomorrow morning at 10, the swimmers will travel out to Derry to compete. The boys basketball team travels to Franklin Regional as the boys look for some revenge after losing to the Panthers earlier in the season. Tip-off is at 7:30. Good luck to our Warriors tonight. Now that is all I have for sports today, so let's send it back to Morgan and Sophia at the desk.
That's all for our show today. Please stand for the pledge of the flag. I'm Sophia.
And I'm Morgan.
Have a great day, PT.